welcome to the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Top, and with me this week is Emma. Hey Emma, how's it going?
Oh, it goes well. It's a beautiful cold morning, but I have coffee, so...
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, it's really, really sunny here, but it is like 40 degrees.
Yes,
so I'm
yeah.
just like, It's deceiving, because when it's usually light and bright like this, it's like 80, 90 degrees.
That's how it typically, like, in Florida. So, like, I'm looking outside, I'm like, oh, it looks so beautiful, but, like, it's 60, which for Florida is... Oh,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rachel and I went out for breakfast. It was good. I've just got back from a trip to the UK, which was good. It was good. I went over to visit family and just catch up with my parents, because I haven't seen them since Rachel and I got married, when they were over last.
How long were you there for?
I was there for a week. I went from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good chunk of time.
Yeah, landed on the Thursday, so yeah, it was a decent amount of time.
Very nice.
And yeah, like 2.5 weeks ago, I got a job, so I've been working away at that. It's exciting. I've been here for 8 months, and I both needed to travel home for the first time and got a job within like a week of one another. So
Just getting it done
that was
one
wild.
right there. Yeah. Checklist.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, it's been quite the crazy like 2 weeks, really.
Absolutely.
It's just been go. Getting back through security took a long time. It took me an hour and 45 minutes because I needed to go through secondary screening, because, you know, I came on a visa initially, and now I have a travel authorization permit, and so that needs to be checked to make sure when I get back into the country that I haven't been away for too long, and that there's nothing suspicious going on.
Everything's all good.
I am in fact married to my wife and all that. So yeah, it was quite a wild time. But yeah, and then I've got this job, and I said to you as well, like I was thinking about ending the podcast. I am ending the podcast at episode 200. This is episode 194. I've been kind of thinking about it for a while, just what I wanted to do with it, and I'm just like, I've got out of it kind of what I wanted. And it's not particularly, I don't know, it's still entertaining to do, it's fun, and it's good to chat to everyone, but yeah, it's like a time commitment, and I didn't know how I'd be able to fit it in with my job, but
absolutely,
the job that I'm the job that I'm doing is I'm just a quality inspector at a company called Construction Specialties, and they do extruded plastic and so just big plastic sheets. It's it's good. It's enjoyable. It's work. It gets me out of the house and keeps me busy. And they have compressors and the equipment that's always running, and it's very, very loud. So you have to wear earplugs, and you have to essentially shout to talk to people.
Yeah.
And so I have a feeling at the weekends I'm not going to really be wanting to talk much, because
you're going to want to just sit down and relax.
I've been in work for 2 days this week, Thursday, Friday, because I got back on Wednesday, and yeah, my throat, I'm just like, I don't know how much more I can do, how much I can actually talk. Next week, or the week that this is coming out, I'll be doing my first full week of work, and so by the end of it, I'm hoping that I kind of still have a voice, but at the same time, I'm not expecting that much, and I'm glad that I've it's kind of worked out that I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm glad I'm ending it, because not having a voice just because I have to shout 90% of the time to actually be heard it's gonna kill my voice.
Yeah, and you can transfer those passions, elsewhere. That kind of makes sense with your time and energy levels and everything. So, and 200, I mean, that's no joke though. Time flies.
Yeah, this is 200 of the second podcast. The first one went for 100 episodes. You were on episode 6 of the first one.
Holy crap! Yeah.
That was nearly 6 years ago. So
what? No, we can't.
I know.
We can't say that part, because then I feel really old. 6 years ago.
Yeah, that makes me feel real.
We were babies.
I know, right? It was wild.
Oh my god.
how has all that time gone away? It's been 6 years,
Right.
and we're all still big Dark Souls fans. Yeah!
Dark Souls and gaming nerds, and some things
Yeah.
never change. You don't grow out of
I
it.
know.
It's not a phase, Mom. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, so I've just been looking back at like what's gone on when I had certain people on the
yeah.
podcasts, like the first few, and like trying to figure it out, trying to figure out who's been like around the most and done the most episodes. I haven't figured out who's done the most episodes. I just haven't looked at it.
Who's been the all-time favorite? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's been a crazy time, and just thought time to end the podcast while I'm feeling good about it and not grow to resent it or anything.
No, absolutely. Yeah, while you're still kind of putting in the time, the quality, right? Because that's I think the worst case is you get to like, 400 and it's little 10-minute clips with coughing in the background and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. And like with the other things that are going on, like I'm working with a drummer and we've just found another guitarist and we're trying to form a
exciting.
band, write some music. So that's gonna take at least an evening a week, if
Yeah.
not more,
Yeah.
of my time. So why don't I invest in that a little more? Which is it's good fun. Every time I've picked up the guitar, like since I got back, I'm just like, is there a song I could either be working on, or do I feel creative enough to write more music? And
Yeah.
that's pretty nice to just be like, okay, let's just write some music, or if not, try and find alternate parts to songs that we're working on at the moment. Although we've only had like one session with the new guitarist,
Yeah.
and like just having another guitarist to just play over and like figure stuff out with is just so much more beneficial for me. I've worked way better in the one session than
Yeah.
we had before, because it's just like, okay, that gives us some idea of structure and like we can work together to try and figure things out. And then I play something in a really weird time signature and the other guitarist's like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm just playing guitar.
You're just having fun and you don't have to talk for that. Like you can
Yes.
just play your music.
Yeah. So it's been times are busy and fun and there's just a lot going on. But how are things for you? How's everything going?
Oh gosh, it goes really well. The last time I spoke with you, I was in a different place, so I sound a little bit different probably because I'm sitting in my kitchen.
Yes. It sounds more like there's
Spacious, right?
hard surfaces nearby.
So no, I'm sitting in my kitchen because like I have my own place now.
Awesome.
Like all this good stuff. I finished my master's program, so I have a job.
Wicked.
I'm a member of society now. It's like, but I haven't bought a desk. Like I don't know why. I've been here like 4 months, and I haven't bought a desk because I'm too picky. So I'm settled in my kitchen, which I secretly love because when I want coffee, it's just right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. So I'm like, oh no, I'm never gonna get out of this kitchen. Like, but it's just me, so it works. But
Nice.
things. We're good. The job is great. And I visited Scotland again as like my big graduation present, so I got to
Woohoo.
explore that. Yeah, it was amazing.
Which parts did you go?
Oh my gosh,
Was that when you went to like Fort William and all that?
Well, I've been there twice now because we went
Okay.
back as like a sidestep. But yeah, we went like if the last time I tried to travel like lots of places, this time was like that, but like times 10. Because we went all the way from like Edinburgh, we went to Isle of Skye, we went all the way up to like Wick, like the very tippy top and everything. So yeah, and then we came all the way back down. So it was a great 2 weeks of just constant movement.
Nice. Yeah, I had a very static week when I went over to the UK. I will stay on sofas and walk the dog if needed.
There you go. Nothing wrong with
It was
that.
good. But
Yeah.
Nice. So you're out in the real world doing real stuff.
Yes. Oh goodness. Yeah, the 40-hour work week is real. But they let me flex my time a bit, so my schedule is just always varying.
Okay. Yeah. I I'm yet to do a full week. It's gonna kill me. I'm like so nervous
You're
for
ready,
like
yeah.
so nervous for Friday when I'm just like gonna be. I am just the tiredest person.
Well, you have the long drive. I mean, I guess I'm fortunate enough. My work is only like 12 minutes down the road.
Uh-huh.
So it's not too bad, like getting there and stuff. It's pretty quick. Whereas you,
Yeah.
that is a long time.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes on the interstate and then 20 minutes along
Oh.
just one road and take a turn
Yeah.
with like 2 miles to go. And I can just listen to podcasts for an hour and a half a day, which is nice because I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
really been listening to many podcasts since I got over here.
Yeah.
And so like I kind of have a backlog, but at the same time, it depends on the podcast because a lot of the ones I listen to are like the ones that relate to just whatever's going on in the world, in whoever's recording its world at the time. So there's
It
not
makes
much
sense. Yeah.
necessitating me to go back and listen. So like I listen to off topic. There's no point me going back and like catching up on all of those unless I really really want to.
Yeah.
There's some where I'm just like, okay, I want to see what happened there, especially with like a video that came out this week on the Achievement Hunter channel where they were playing, or on the Let's Play channel where they were playing Astroneer, and Fiona turned up after they'd done the Always Open off topic, and she was hammered.
Oh,
and
no.
So I'm just like, I want to see how it got to that situation because it was funny.
Time
And-
to pick up Critical Role, you know?
Oh yeah. But
You will-
those are like, they're so long. I'm just like,
They are, but man, you'll be able to have that job for 7 years and you'll still have content to listen to. Like
yeah. One of the podcasts I listen to, they frequently run like 3 or 4 hour episodes.
Oh,
and I'm just
wow.
like, oh, that's so good. That lasts
Uh-huh.
me like 2.5 days.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, that's good. Then I can just fill out with the rest of the podcasts that I want
Mm-hmm.
to listen to. And oh my god, yeah, just catch up on those. But yeah, I'm trying to like refine the balance of where everything is and like how much time I need to spend doing other things and
Yeah.
how much time I can allow for gaming and all that kind of stuff. And
Why I tell you
yeah, and then I need to fit in working out as well. I'm just like, "Ugh,
Yes,
it's
that's
gonna be,
the tough part.
wild."
Yeah, my workouts have suffered because of it. But I tell you the nice thing, and I know you'll understand. With school and everything being done and out of the way, like how nice is it to just have a weekend and not have to worry about like school or anything? And you're like, okay, I just work during the week, and the weekend is just mine. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah, I'm like quite ambitious with stuff that I want to do, and then I'm just like, I can do this and this and this all weekend, and then I'm just like, no, what am I
we
doing?
gotta do that self-care, right? That's what we
Yeah.
preach at my work, self-care.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just I've really got to find that balance. But I guess as the weeks go on, it'll be
Oh,
easier
yeah.
to just be like, okay, this is stuff that is important. This is stuff that's not really important, so I don't have to. And then in like, I'm just trying to check the date quickly. Yeah, so in like 3 weeks, the new Path of Exile League launches, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
no, there you
new
go.
Path of Exile League.
You're ready,
So
you're
that's
ready, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing so much, and like most people will stop after like a month and a half, 2 months. But this time round, the league that's been going on, everyone that I like follow online that like Twitch streams the game, or the people that I'm just friends with that play it as well.
Yeah.
We're all just still playing. We're all just like, we're having a great time.
Oh,
and,
I mean, that's
no
the
reason why,
important
but it's
part.
really, really good. And yeah, they're just about to announce. Well, on Tuesday they're about to announce a new league, and there's new stuff going on, and it's just exciting. It's a good time to be following that game, but
Yeah.
it definitely takes a lot of time investment. I'll tell you that. To just even get set up and start learning how to actually play the game and how to interact with it, it's just
Oh,
yeah,
for
wild
sure.
and fun. But yeah, so have you been playing anything interesting recently?
yes, I have two, right? So my kind of just like solo game
Yep.
is I've discovered, even though it's been out forever, but I've discovered The Witcher like 3.
Uh-huh.
And I adore it. I have all the DLCs. I'm 85 hours like in, like it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was always a big fan of like Dragon Age, and stuff.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's been like tough for me to find a game that really mimics that feeling, right? But this is kind of the first one, because Dark Souls was good, but it didn't have like the RPG story elements with the dialogue and all that stuff. Yeah, so like Witcher really brings me back to like those Dragon Age days. And
nice.
I love that. So I'm still playing that because I want to do everything.
Yeah. You looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077?
I
Their
am.
follow-up game, I guess.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. It's not like on the top of my list only because I do tend to go for medieval stuff first. Like yeah. So I'll probably watch other people play it a bit, and then if it ever goes on sale or something. I have had my eye on A Plague's Tale. That went on sale recently for a really good price, but I want to finish Witcher before I buy another game. But that one's kind of like next on my list. I just love medieval stuff. But then the other thing that I do almost all the time is D&D has just consumed my life. Like, I am so about it. And I run my own campaign, which now is a little over a year. And I'm part of another campaign, and I'm just like, how can we have more? And I was joking with a Dom, about D&D, because when I told him I have this campaign I wanted to start and run, I was like, yeah, it's only going to be probably like 6 sessions, And now it's been over a year, and we're only like a quarter of the way through because I just keep adding stuff. And I'm like, no, wait, but this and this and this and this and this and this. And like, now it's about the whole world, and everything. So it's so fun.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't think, I haven't played any in months now. And I'm just, I don't know if I want to get back into it, but it is fun, isn't it? It's just enjoyable.
Yeah.
And when I was over in the UK, I was chatting to one of my friends. Actually, no, the group that I used to play with, we all got together and played some games. We played Dungeon Mayhem, which is a really cool, fun card game. And yeah, we just chilled out after playing that. And I don't know what point I was going to make. Oh, no, we were talking about like campaign ideas that we all had. And, we're like, oh yeah, these are all real decent ideas. To, stuff that's going on. It was good fun.
Yeah,
and,
there's something so great about it, and the style that like I've developed, right? Because everyone, I think, DMs really differently, and we've all, I think, played with different styles of DMs, and definitely have like preferences and all these things. But mine is I love to lay down things and then let people explore sort of within like an area. But like I told everyone beforehand, I was like, it's gonna be a lot like a video game though, so like you can run around and like do stuff and talk to people, but you're always like headed in a direction. Just because it is my first time DMing, so I'm not like at the point of complete free reign, like 100% improv, like here we go. So I told him last week, I was like, you're basically playing like if I could create a big RPG open world video game, like this is it. Like you're playing the game that I will never be able to create, so like have fun.
Nice. Yeah, what was I going to say? Forgotten. My brain's falling apart.
It's okay.
No, it's fine. But yeah, it's been I was watching Achievement Hunter play Astroneer. As I said, I've got that game. I've loaded it up once and then been like, I'll play something else. So I'm kind of like, I want to play more of that and like get playing that. I've been playing a little game called Forager as well.
Okay.
Which is like a 2D style game. And you just like mine things that are around, gather resources, build and create things. And it's just quite a bit of fun. And then Unrailed as well, which is like the up to 4 player co-op, build a train from location A to location B,
Ooh.
while gathering the resources and making the tracks on the train. It's quite hectic.
Oh
It's
no.
fun, though. It's fun. I have so many like little games I've been playing that I'm just like,
Those can
oh,
be
this is
the
fun. I'll
best,
just
though.
like,
Yeah.
pick those up. Yeah, and then I got a bunch of puzzles as well. So
Yeah.
those are just ones I want to play through. I've already talked about Path of Exile. I play that all the time. Destiny 2 is doing some interesting things, but they're about to nerf a bunch of weapons, so not particularly happy about that. But everyone's okay, so that's fine. But yeah, there's not much really going on here at the moment. I'm just
No,
like,
just some
oh,
good
really
old
fun.
classics, right?
Oh, I have downloaded Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so I'm kind of interested
Oh,
to
okay.
give that a go, because that's a
Yeah.
it should be good. I played the previous two, just Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, so Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the next one in the series, so that should be good. And then I got Middle Earth: Shadow of War. So that's the second.
Yeah, because what is
game, isn't
the
it?
first one called? The first one is
I can't remember.
I've like pulled out my phone to like Google it. It's
oh my god.
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
That's the first one, yeah, and Shadow of War. I never finished the Shadow of Mordor.
I never played it. But I heard good things about it, and so Shadow of War is just a continuation of that, isn't it? It's just the next one,
yeah,
I believe. So yeah, I got those. I got them all from like Humble Bundle, so I'm just like,
absolutely, yeah,
fun, or Humble Choice as it is now.
Oh well, that's
so just like,
not to totally geek out on the D&D realm and everything, but my little brother William sent me a Humble Bundle. They recently had, I didn't even know this existed, but like someday in my life I'm gonna run this campaign. They have an entire D&D Lord of the Rings pack, and I mean it is extensive, like maps, everything, all the quests, the classes, the races, it is probably over 300 pages of like PDFs and stuff. And I was like, you are kidding me, like what? Like, this is fantastic.
Nice. Rachel and I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday. We were just wandering around, and one of the games that they have a decent game section in the one local to us. There was a Stranger Things D&D campaign to like run the campaign that Mike was running in like the first episode where the Demogorgon shows up. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, that looks so cool, so much fun. But at the same time, it's just like, probably won't.
That's another thing for the weekend, like on top of the list, right?
Yes, yeah. It's just one of those other things to do.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Stranger Things?
Oh yeah.
I just finished watching it. I'm just like, this is so good.
It's so good, and the music and everything. And
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the next season.
Absolutely.
But I started when I was over in the UK. My parents were like, "What should we watch?" And I was like, "Let's watch Stranger Things." So we watched the first two episodes, and my parents were like, "Can we watch this when you leave?" I'm like,
Yes.
It's fine, because we're watching it on their account on Netflix, not the one that I'm using. So it was all okay. But yeah, we were just having a good time showing them that.
Absolutely.
And it's just a lot of fun being in the world right now. There's a lot to there's too much for me to watch, so I need to be really selective because I just don't want to waste all my time.
Right.
And then I should have a bunch of like electronics components turning up as well, because I'm trying to like build some electronic circuits for my effects pedals, or like to build an effects pedal, and I'm just trying to figure everything out.
Yeah. Well, and I like what you've said too, because I think it's really, really easy to get swept away by all the gossip and the kind of darker points in the world right now, because it's an interesting time for a lot of places, but it's really good just to settle back and go like, what's like great in my life? And we've got a lot of stuff just individually to be really, really pleased about. So I think that's a great perspective,
Yeah, I think it's way too easy to try and take on too much.
Yeah,
Like,
shoulder the world a bit, right?
mentally, just there's too much going on. Like, I try my best not to. Well, I've really scaled back on like what social media I look at, especially like being at work as well. That really helps.
Yeah,
Because it means that 8.5 hours, well, 8 hours out of the day, the half hour I'm on lunch, I'm either gonna spend it like messaging Rachel or like looking at news or Reddit, like in areas I want to look at and news I'm interested in.
Absolutely.
Or just find stuff about video games out. Who knows? But just kind of those 8 hours I'm working. Obviously, I'm not looking at my phone. If you're on a factory floor, there's
I was about to say,
zipping about.
Yeah.
Like, I just leave my phone in my bag and just don't have it around.
Earplugs and phone do not make for a safe combination. Like,
no, not at all. So yeah, it's just easy to do that. And then obviously I'm driving an hour and a half each day, so that's time I'm just listening to something and engaging with whatever I'm listening to.
Yeah.
And then like when I get in, I just figure out what do I want to do. And I'm trying my best not to engage in social media. Like, I know I should, like, I don't even know if I should engage with it just to make sure people know I still exist, etc. Like,
yeah,
who knows? Like, it is quite burdensome. So I'm just trying to I don't know. I'm always just right now trying to figure out where I stand with social media and like what I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's overwhelming and pervasive, and
it's a
there's
slippery,
a lot of aspects.
Slippery slope too. You know, you can keep your feet, if you're really, really cautious, but dive in too deep and just whoop, there you go.
Yeah. And I can't remember the last time I looked at Facebook. I think that was like 2 days after my birthday, after realizing that it was my birthday, and I was like, oh yeah, people have probably sent me like messages and stuff on there, so I should probably have a look and check that out. So that was wild. And then like I look at Instagram every once in a while because there's a bunch of guitarists on there. I'm just like, oh, they're doing some fun stuff. Like, obviously I want to kind of engage with that and just figure out what's going on. And then, like, I'm looking at Reddit quite a lot, and I'm just like, I don't really want to be looking at Reddit. I'd rather be doing something instead. So, yeah, I'm just trying to limit what I'm doing. Would you consider YouTube social media? It's got aspects to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has aspects of that. So, social media to me is very much like we're forming a community network and we're engaging with people and everything. And I think it depends on how you use YouTube. So if you use it like for the comments and the talking, then like, yeah, maybe, but if you're just there like I just watch my videos and then I leave, right? I'm just, So to me, I'm not engaging in a community at all. I'm using it like Netflix.
Yes.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. While I was unemployed, I was like watching a lot of Twitch and just watching
there you go, yeah,
stream and stuff like that, and I was like trying to kind of engage there and just chat with people. But now I'm just like, there's just not enough time to engage there, really.
Where are the hours? Yeah, where is it gone? So
yeah, and it's all kind of wild trying to just get readjusted to life.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to take a few weeks as well, maybe a few months to just figure things out. I don't think that going forwards I'm going to be at a point where I'm like, definitely time to fire up another podcast and get that going, because I just don't think that going forwards I'm going to be like, I think I can fit all of this and this extra thing into.
And I have time to see Rachel, like,
Yeah, I know, right? That certainly informs quite a few of my decisions anyway. So, we're just, trying to figure that all out as well. And there's a lot of things that still need to be considered now that I'm earning money.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes, now we have money coming in.
What is the stability like? Oh.
I know, right? It's crazy. All right. Let's bring this in for our landing, I guess. Whereabouts can we find you across the internet?
Best place, as always, is just Twitter. I'm a big fan of it, so that is Lord of the Decaf. And that's pretty much it. I don't really go on. I'm kind of like you. I've kind of faded from a lot of other social media, so just
Yeah.
Twitter. Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at Ethafar. That's YTHAFAR. I definitely don't have any significant following on there, considering my old accounts I used to have I don't know, more followers than I have now. I'll say that because I'm just not
Yeah.
interested, not actively engaging on it. So there's no point for people to follow me, in my opinion. But
You
you
sell
know.
yourself short. Go follow him anyway.
But yeah, this has been the Easily Excitable podcast, episode 194. It's coming to an end.
Ah,
Almost 6 years after I started this wild podcasting journey. But
goodness
yeah,
gracious.
thank you very much for being my guest, and thank you for joining me every time you've joined me.
Thank
It's
you
been
for having
wonderful.
me over 6 years and making me feel old today, but I have loved being here.
It's been great fun. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for listening. Have an exciting week. You're all my favourites. Goodbye.
Woo!